Hello, hello, happy Tuesday. Oh my god. I was so not ready for stream today. Full disclosure, I just woke up. But it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's my husband's fault. Okay? I woke up at a decent hour and was getting ready to start the day, and he came back in because I guess he got up extra early and couldn't go back to sleep or whatever. And then, like a siren on the rocks, was like, why don't we just scuttle for a little bit? And I was like, okay, so my timer for 45 minutes. No, hours. I felt the cold, chilly air. I heard his sirens call, and I was like, okay. So I'm still cleaning up from last night's nail art stream. But I appreciate you guys so much for being here with me, even though I wasn't ready to be. Danielle Spadazzles, I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. Hello, Painting Polish, Rainbow Rack Nails, working on a nail video. Excellent, excellent. I had big plans. That's my problem. I always make big plans for vacations, and I'm like, I'm gonna get so much stuff done. No, I'm not. I'm going to sleep in every day and barely get anything done. So this has been really good for me. Live streaming the swatching, because otherwise I wouldn't be this productive. I was hoping to be even more productive, but it's not gonna happen. And you know what? That's okay. We don't all have to be productive all the time, right? But yeah, forgive me. We're not gonna jump right into the swatching because I left myself a mess from yesterday. I just barely posted the St. Patrick's Day worms, so they are up now. But like, my goodness. Oh, I was not prepared. Howdy ho, how you doing? I barely made it to my own stream. Here's last night's nails. Still going strong. Stolen from Wow Linry. And I just had a thought. What am I gonna do on Thursday when Linry streams? I don't want to miss a Linry stream. I don't want to stream over a Linry time, so I don't know. Thursday we might have to do a different schedule so that I don't interrupt my beloved Linry. Either earlier in the day, which I don't know if oh, speak of the devil, and she has arrived. Linry, I just posted the nails. No, I don't want to stream over you. I want to be in your chat, causing problems. Probably the smart thing to do would be to stream earlier on that day, but like, if the patterns continue, then I will not be awake in time. But I can try. We can set goals for ourselves. Yeah, I need to... Where is my next nail art gonna come from if I'm not in your chat? Stealing your art. A dual stream? I'd be down for that if Linry's down for that, but no pressure. That would actually be really fun, but you can DM me how you feel. How you feel about that idea. I have not been able to think more than 5 minutes ahead. Maybe my original time? Yeah, I could do like or like whenever Linry finishes on Thursday. That'd be fine too. That would be a late night, but I think I'm all right with that. Oh my god, cleaning fan brushes is always the worst. Ew, my green acetone. Hi JJ, hi Yanelli. Spooky Mouse, hello, it's orange. Today is the oranges. But I am, as you can see, I'm unprepared because there is a siren of sin in my house. I got up at a decent hour. I was gonna get things done. I needed to go to the home improvement store and buy some more dirt. And I did not. I got up, started getting ready. My husband came into the bedroom and was like, "You want to cuddle?" And I was like, "Okay, just for a few minutes." A few minutes turned into a few hours. So I just got up. I did wake up early enough to eat my DBS, my dense bean salad, and my chicken breast for lunch. So healthy. So at least I'm not starving, but I am not totally awake. Wait. Was resharing, chill, I'm just scared of tech. Yeah, you know, if you want to talk about dual streaming, I've been wanting to talk to you about that for a while because I think it would be really fun, but I also don't want to be... I don't want to, like, impose myself, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be rude, I just want to be your best friend. Oh, my cleanup brush. I'm sure my cleanup brush is absolutely full of green. Get out of there. Yes, the group streams. Peggy's down for group stream, Vex Slacker, so that would be super fun. The ideal number to me is 4, but we could make 3 work. But yeah, if there's anyone else out there who does some nail art who wants to group stream, DM me, let's figure it out. I miss my group streams. Okay. And last thing. What is a dense bean salad? It's exactly what it sounds like. It is a salad made out of a lot of different beans. And I've been having a lot of success with my health by eating them for lunch. Because, you know, they're fairly low calorie and fairly dense nutrition. Sorry, I knocked over the whatchamacallit, the sticky thing. So like this week, is it not just chili? Oh no. Are dense bean salads chilies? When does it become chili? Well, because a traditional Texas chili does not have beans in it. So no, if we're going by the strict San Antonio definition of a chili, there are no beans in it, which I think is nonsense because I love beans. I like beans in my chili, okay? But yeah, a traditional chili, no beans. So the one I'm having this week is edamame and street corn inspired. Sorry, I haven't put my reds away yet, so I'm gonna put them on the ring real quick. Put a ring on it. You get to see that process. So let's see. We have Aurora, Bluebird, and then the Cirque. Get out of here. I'm not ready for you. So I'm doing edamame and street corn inspired. A whole bag of shelled edamame, a can of corn that I charred up with some spices, a can of black beans, and that's like the base of it. And then there's 2 bell peppers, some cilantro. What else I put in that thing? I made a dressing out of some Greek yogurt and lemon juice, olive oil, the same spices I used on the corn. I threw some other stuff in there. Yeah, no, I've been like, so when it comes to dense bean salads, there's 2 flavor profiles that slap every time, and that is going to be anything Mediterranean tasting, like, oh, it's got feta cheese in it, oh, and some red wine vinegar, ooh, it's good. And then the street corn inspired ones, like those have been my favorites so far. But yeah, I've lost a little bit of weight doing that, and it's been really nice. And because before, whenever I would try to cut calories, you know, I'd have like a salad for lunch and stuff, and salads are fine, but like I'm hungry 5 minutes later, like, and I ended up just not being able to stay in a calorie deficit. With the dense bean salads, they're a little higher in calories, but they're so full of fiber and stuff that like you're full and you stay full, which is really nice, especially when I pair it with a chicken breast, because then all that protein also helps you feel full, and it's been great. It's been working really well for me. Let's see, is group streams like I can see both of y'all stream what you're doing? Yes. So the way I set up group streams, you'd see kind of like this. In fact, actually, I don't know what this is gonna look like. I'm gonna go to my group stream scene. Ah, yes, it looks like and then you'd see like all 4 of our screens at once. But obviously that's when we're not open, it doesn't look like anything. You do love a street corn, and it sounds incredible. Actually, yeah, I've been trying a bunch of different ones. This one's pretty good. So DM me and I'll send you the recipe, because I have it written down somewhere. If so, you want that kind of like people that want to watch all the sports in one screen. Yes, that's exactly what it's like. It's like playing Mario Kart with the 4 split screen. Yeah, beans are high protein, high fiber, so it just makes you feel full for a while. Not obviously, it's still like there's no carbs, so it's still like, well, I'll feel hungry later. But then I just have like a protein shake or something like about 4 hours later, and I'm good. And it's been really great. Yeah, we used to do, never as consistently as I was wanting, but we've done a couple group streams where, yeah, we would all do nail art with a theme, and it was so much fun because there's, you know, basically you combine everybody's audiences, so there's a ton of people in chat, like chatting away, and then the banter between the 4 people doing nail art, it gets a little it's a little crazy, but it was always fun. Oh my god, when we had Nicole on, oh, that was so fun. 70. Sorry, I'm just... Oh, I should be doing this on camera, my bad. Garden path. Then the 2 glistening glows, and then the hollow taco ring. Oh my god, it's so satisfying seeing them all go in the ring. Hollow taco. Let's see. Was literally asked if I could get the recipe. I hate that. I'm so excited for bean salad, but food has been so boring and repetitive lately. So that's the thing. What I've been doing is making, because these dense bean salad recipes make a lot, you know, like it's 3 whole cans of whatever your base ingredients are. Oop, did I put that on right? Yeah. Hello, Melissa. So I make it a big batch on Sunday. I cook up all my chicken breasts on Sunday. And then that's what I have for lunch every day that week. But because I do a different recipe every week, I never get fully tired of it. But just be warned. Like if you make a dense bean salad, it's always a big batch. I don't know if it's possible to make a small batch of dense bean salad. At least not easily. Okay, there's the hollow tacos. Then we've got the Luna, the island pea, the ilnip, and then what do I got? KB shimmer. I don't know if these are actually gonna stay alphabetized. I'm gonna try. It'd be nice. And then I've got my lacquer 22s. I love the noise it makes. It's so good. You enjoyed the group streams, fun to see all the different art styles. Yeah, I really enjoyed them too. It's just, everybody's so busy, you know? Schedules are schedule-y difficult. Let's see, then we got the monarch. Wait. I feel like I'm missing one. Maniology. Oh, that's right. That's right, the monarch. I need to delete that. It's now in the orange pile. Okay, so then we got Mainology, Night Owl Lacquer, the 2 OPIs. And this is where the Orly ring goes. But yeah, ideally what I'd like to set up, and again, I don't know if anyone's, I have to check with everybody's schedules, but like the Sunday's opposite of bingo. So once a month on the like second Sunday or whatever, like 2 weeks away from bingo is that month. So that way there is like a group event every other Sunday. I think that would be really fun. But sometimes Sundays are the busiest of days. Sometimes you're making dense bean salad and cooking 5 chicken breasts, so you don't have time for a group stream on Sunday. It happens. All right, there's the Orly, and then we've got this is where I start going backwards because the ring is getting a little bit full on this side, so I'm gonna turn it around. Oh, hold it very carefully. We'll go backwards in the alphabet. I've got Victorian varnish, colors, trinket, swamp gloss Sundays, and then Starling Sassy. Okay. Polish and Beauty Expo, Plus Life Lacquer, Love. Get on there. There we go. And then 4 Pickles. Oops. And last should be 2 picture polishes. Okay. We did it. Ding. The red ring is officially done. Isn't she a beaut? All right, I'm gonna go to my Be Right Back screen so my butt isn't in the camera because I gotta bend over and get my orange drawer, and we'll get started with our oranges. Give me just a sec. Alrighty. And my All Might clip is falling out here. There we go. Someone swatch these polishes for me. I only need to do 34. That's really not bad compared to what I've been doing. Yeah, 0 out of 10. I do not recommend waiting to swatch your polish collection until you have well over 1,000. Today in my orange drawer we have 64. Now one of those is that Monarch that we did with the reds, so technically only 63, but that's a lot. Properties, configure video. Oh yeah, let me know if the music's like too loud or you want anything adjusted. Try to get these somewhat centered. Hi, Cappy. Do you want to tell the people how you've been a bad boy? He's been digging in the garden, trying to dig up the compost. It's only a bunch of LA colors, no deadlines. You all got this, right? Oh yeah. Throw them in the drawer. We'll get to them. No proud, boss. Alright, we've got by Danny Vienna. Oh! I'm gonna give the bad boy a cookie? Okay. See how it is. Thank you, painting polish. Happy! You got a cookie? Come here. Walk right around. You got a cookie? They took pity on you. They said, feed that poor dog. He's so hungry. He's eating compost. Oh. Good baby. Oh, you're not even... Oh my god. For real though. I need to sing that to him next time I catch him. Where's my lizard? Oh, he is all the way in the corner. You can just barely see his little orange eye. And Toothless is hiding in his corner too. Everybody's sleepy today, I guess. Music is good and you can hear me good. Okay, good. Whew. Would like to not have any more technical issues. So I've got 2 Danny Vienna. Can we cooperate, please? We've got a Cadillacer. And then the Cirques. We'll come back around to those. The Colors de Caro. I have 1 cracked. I believe this is my only cracked. And then some Glisten and Glows. Ooh, I wonder if I have room. I'm gonna scoot these down. Scooch, scooch. Scooch. There we go. Alright, looks good. You were listening to one of my podcast episodes and you're talking about a group stream like 2 years behind on podcast. Take your time because the podcast has not come back. Unfortunately, I want the podcast to come back really bad. But life is life and things have changed. And yeah, I've got to see if I can get Stephanie on board with that. because I want to be a two lacquered lady again. There they are. And a whole bunch of glistening glows. Because at some point I was like, I need more orange creams. So I just went to Glisten and Glow and just bought a bunch of orange creams. And for a hot minute, I mentioned it every podcast. Yeah, we were really, you were our favorite thing to talk about for a while there. It was so much fun. All right, let's vibe. You just do so many interesting things, you know? We gotta talk about it. Yeah, I think that's gonna be like the biggest issue with the Two Lacquered Ladies podcast, is because we don't, I don't know, me and Steph don't really engage with the polish brands the way we used to. You know, we used to both be Color Pass subscribers and kind of keep up a lot better about new releases and stuff like that. And now neither of us pay any attention, and we're just like, we buy polish occasionally. No, Steph has not come to see me in Texas yet. She is trying to get things set up still. You know how it is. You make plans and then nothing goes according to plan with Steph. So no, not yet, but she is. I don't remember when the Fallout gathering or whatever it's called is in West Virginia. But I think that's going to be their first big welcome to our segment. Is Linry okay? No. So I think that's going to be her first big trip with the RV. It's going to be out to West Virginia. Speaking of which, I know she's not here. Speaking of which, go to my Instagram, go to my story, and join her birthday collab. Even if you don't do nail art, you can just swatch a red. Join the celebration. That'll be nice. The more people in a birthday collab, the better. Which, oh my god. So you know you can, making plans as an adult is so awful. But yeah, it never goes right. It's so frustrating. I had a thought. It's gone. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, I was hiding my story from Steph so I could post about her birthday. She knows I do this every year, but it doesn't matter. It's the principle. That girl has like 4 accounts and I totally missed one, so I know she saw me post about her birthday collab, which is so frustrating, but like, what can you do? Hers is the only birthday collab I host because I respect to everyone who hosts a collab. I could not do this all the time. It is so much. It's too much responsibility for me. Alrighty. The train of thought derailed. No survivors every time. It's more like I get left on the platform and I just watch my thought drift off into the distance, and I'm like, too many accounts. Next she's gonna ask me to follow her. Oh yeah, right, just driving behind her. Love the frequency of the streams. I'm so glad y'all are enjoying this. I thought for sure you'd be sick of me by now. I have you on in the background while I'm working. It makes work way more tolerable. Yes, that is exactly why I'm doing this at this time for this amount of time. I am here to be your background noise. And you guys are keeping me company while I get all this swatching done. All right. First orange. When is Danny's birthday? My birthday is April 10th. First one is by Danny Vienna Tortoise Shell 2.0. I appreciate the birthday collabs that have been done for me so much. It makes my heart so happy. But I have to be honest with y'all, no one's ever gonna beat me or beat Lynn remaking Bakugo out of space last year. Oh my god. Still, like, I do kind of want to like print out a picture of that and frame it, because it really does bring my heart that much joy. Not me making a 4th Instagram account to redirect to my I can't do it. See, I should make separate accounts, but I don't. And it's probably gonna bite me in the butt someday. I mean this in the kindest way. I'm never gonna do that again. It was so hard. It was between that and the melted wax mermaids that you actually like burnt your fingers on. You go all out. You win my birthday every year. It's amazing. I respect you so much. And I appreciate it. Nothing makes you feel loved like someone doing something hard for you. We are April babies. We are Aries. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. What's the multiple accounts thing? I don't know. Like, so like Steph, she's got her main Fanaticure account. And then she has Fanaticure 2, which I think was mostly for gaming, question mark? And then she started one for Cherry Bomb for her fan art, Fallout fan art cosplay stuff. And then she started another one for the RV travels and stuff. So like which is the right thing to do because the algorithm likes consistency in your content, right? This one's by Danny Vienna, Ibis Escarlate. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's beautiful. So yeah, it totally makes sense. My little brain could never keep up with more than one account per platform. I already struggle keeping up with the platforms. You know what I mean? Linry should mail you Bakugo Peely. If there were Peelies to be had, I would want them. Don't think you've actually posted anything on Instagram in 5 or something years. Mostly forget. Yeah, see, I have a Blue Sky account that I don't think I've ever posted anything to. This is one of my favorite polishes. Cadillac's Lion's Mane. Ooh, I think I'm gonna turn off autofocus. There we go. I think that's about as in focus as it's gonna be. I love this polish. It's got these like really pale blue hex glitters in this shimmery orange. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Hi, Our Lady. How you doing today? You have your personal embroidery nail account, and then you just made one for the Spooky Mouse to redirect people from. Oh, okay. Hey, if you've got the brain capacity to compartmentalize like that, go for it. I do not. According to Clutterbug, I'm a butterfly. I like macro visual, so just everything in a pile, basically. The Wax Mermaid Peely had Peely. Oh, do you still have them? Hello, Shannon. All right, next is a weird one. This is Colores de Carol, Don't Forget Your Glow. I think I mostly bought it because look how cheesy it is. Like, it looks like canned cheese, but then it does glow in the dark, which makes it just odd. It's just an oddball polish, and I like that. it has the consistency of they're in the peely bin. Okay, well that's their home. That's where they belong, but I'm so glad they're still with us. Someday we'll get into candle making, and we'll press them into the candle. Whenever you make boxed mac and cheese, the consistency of the powder when you first mix it with the milk, that is what this polish is to me. It's beautiful. I love it. Next is another Colors de Carol Yabba Dabba Doo. Obviously Flintstones inspired, and I think she nailed it. Ooh, I probably put too many sticks on the pin here. Oh, hey, how cheesy that really looks. Yeah, no, and with the flakies, it really does have that texture of like freshly mixed powdered cheese. I'm just double checking. I can't remember. I see things reacting in there, but I don't think it's a magnetic. So this is, I believe, my one and only cracked, and it is Rusty Microbe, because what a name. This one I kind of hummed and hawed about between putting in the orange drawer versus my neutrals drawer, as I'm calling it, basically browns, tans, anything like that. But at the end of the day, brown is orange, so it's got enough shimmer in there to make me put it with the oranges. But this was really hard to categorize. All right, next is the Glisten Glows. Let me put them in the right order here. We've got a Sea of Orange, Peach Rings, Let's Get Lit, Orange Creamsicle, Pretty Fly for Mai Tai, and Limbo Lover. You're tempted to make hot cocoa with milk out of that cheese powder. Why? Yes, shout out to Linry for teaching us color theory, because I don't understand colors. And I didn't know that brown was just orange. What was the other one? Peach. What was the conclusion with peach? Peach is orange too, right? It's orange and pink when they kiss. Yes, Lori, why do you want to put cheese, powdered cheese in your hot cocoa? Just to feel alive? I respect that. You had a dry winter, but I didn't make cheese soup during oh, okay, not with the chocolate. I see what you're saying. So just the cheese powder. Okay. No, peach is a fruit. God. Oh, you're right. Oh, Technology Connections mentioned. One of the best YouTubers. I bought his dishwashing powder, and it's great. It's a little expensive for what it is, but it has one bag has lasted me 2 months. And I do my dishes, I run that dishwasher at least every other day, if not every day. And I have not noticed any issues. I think my dishes come out pretty darn good. So I went ahead and did the subscription, so I'll get a bag every 2 months. So thumbs up for me. Before I was using Cascade dishwashing gel, and I think they clean at least the same. Like, I haven't noticed any major difference in how clean my dishes are. So they're coming out clean. That's all I can really say about it. But like, that Cascade jug was what, this big from Costco and like kind of heavy, whereas this bag is like, sorry, it's hard to show sizes. It's like a large Ziploc size, you know? It's really good. That's video watch on Linry's recommendation. Yes, I think the dishwashing episode video is always the best place to start with technology connections. My husband and I are really interested in like solar panels and like solar powered stuff, so I really like his videos on that too. But yeah, the dishwasher one is 10 out of 10. Oh, you also love the solar panel and power one. Yes. Like there's some cheese that pairs with chocolate, but not like that. Yeah. No, if you're talking about just mixing the powder into some milk to make cheese soup and then maybe like putting some other stuff in there. Yeah, okay, I'm on board with you now. We were all imagining you adding it to hot chocolate and we were all concerned. My favorite dishwasher influencer, yes. Where was I? Okay, orange creamsicle. You're turning it on us, Lori. You're like, okay, cheese and chocolate doesn't sound so bad when you want to put dish powder in your hot chocolate. Yeah, it is not for eating. 0 out of 10. It is pretty fascinating, the difference between soap and detergent. Because, you know, soap has a surfactant that lathers, that bubbles, whereas detergent does not. It doesn't bubble. So whenever you scoop the powder in, I always get a little bit on my fingers because the scoop's like in the bag with it. It does not come with its own scoop, by the way. So I sacrificed an old tablespoon scoop for it. But yeah, I always get a little bit on my fingers and they feel so slippery and weird, but they don't suds. And it's just like, wow, chemistry in action. You have a solar roof and backup batteries. Oh, that's cool. We have looked into solar multiple times for this house, but we are the only one-story house surrounded completely by two-story houses. We just literally don't get enough sun directly on the roof to make it worth it, you know? And then insurance companies can sometimes get really weird about solar panels and yada yada yada. So in this house, unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be a possibility, or at least not on a large scale. But we do have dreams. We have dreams and plans of having solar powered everything someday. Your cars are electric as well, so our roof charges your cars, no gas prices. That's amazing, Shannon. Oh my god. I'm jealous. Not the cheese powder, drink powder. Hi, Wendy. Hello, Dame. How are you two doing? How's your Tuesday? Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Tuesday, isn't it? I think I'll get a drink of water. Me offending a whole country casually. Oh my gosh, I love my Danny Viennas. They have such a way of taking a concept and making it a nail polish, like, better than anyone else. I don't know. They just know how to translate things into nail polish, which I think is so cool. Be sure to point out my favorites. Oh, I will. Definitely by Danny Vienna, Tortoiseshell is one of them. And then this Cadillacer Lion's Mane. Oh, she makes me happy. Oh yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day to those who celebrate. Enjoy your green. That's why I chose to wear green, even though I'm swatching oranges today, because I was like, I guess I gotta do at least a little acknowledgement. I did post a stolen nail art for St. Patrick's Day. So that's up if you enjoy worms. You have that Danny V one, one of your October must-wears? Yes, it's so good for fall. So this is probably, oh, I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna go through my drawer here, right? But this is definitely one of my top favorite oranges, this Cadillacer. She brings me great joy. Hang on, I'm gonna take out one of my headphones. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the music. Are you still playing? Yes, it just started a new song. Okay. It's based off the lion's mane jellyfish. And it's just a good example of what Cadillacer does best, where the contrasting glitter colors in like a beautiful shimmer background just works, man. Just works. I don't know where they got these like pale blue hex glitters, but I love them. Then we have the cheese powder. I love polish that looks like food. It brings me joy. I do not remember what the original like theme of this was. I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's some chunky cheese powder from a mac and cheese box. I need that. Colors to Carol. Oh, I cannot hear the music. Can y'all hear the music? Come on, reconnect. Hello? Okay, it says connected. There it is. All right. There we go. Y'all didn't lose sound for a minute there, did you? I hope not. This one's fun. Colors to Carol, yabba dabba doo. Okay, good. Excellent. And then my one and only cracked Rusty Microbe. This is a really good fall polish. It really does look like some fallen crunchy leaves. I do think that maybe I could destash one of these Glisten and Glows, because Let's Get Lit and Pretty Fly for a Mai Tai are awfully similar. Let's Get Lit is slightly darker, but like ever so slightly. Only lost the music for a bit, not the main audio. Okay, good, good, good. As long as you can still hear me yapping. Which is so against my nature. Streaming is funny because like I'm an introvert. I normally don't say much unless you get me on a ramble about something I'm passionate about. I usually don't talk all that much, but streaming forces you to just keep yapping. It's a weird thing. Linry, are you the same way? It's awkward, right? And that's why my videos are rarely over like 7 minutes, because I don't have that much to say about anything. And I need to open up and just like yap more about the polishes I like. It's just really hard to get yourself talking when you're not really used to it. Which I know sounds so funny coming from a teacher. Like, wasn't it my job to stand up and talk all day? Yes, but it was a script, right? Like, I was like, okay, I need the kids to know these things, and so I'll teach them these things and stuff. It's just, it's not my natural state. You're gonna mostly lurk today, doing your makeup so you can film your first face video. Oh, that's exciting. Enjoy, enjoy. I appreciate you having me on in the background. Because that's where I like to be. I just want to be in your background. I don't want to be... I'm not a show, you know? I'm gonna do a little bit more on this side. It got a little streaky on me. There we go. Oh, what a pretty color. You think of us as your school children? No. I'm just saying it's funny that I'm admitting to being like an introvert who doesn't like to talk when it's literally my professional life to talk and now my like hobby to talk. Although sometimes I do treat you guys like a class. When you misbehave, especially. I'm like, I'm gonna call your mothers. Gonna send you to detention. You're down for a school lesson every day if you want to prepare a lesson. Sweet choice. I could pull out my old lessons and I could teach you about the mitochondria. If you prompt me, if you have a question, I'll do my best to answer. The only thing I ask that you keep in mind is that I taught high school biology. So like, yes, I have a master's degree in biology, but like the only things I can rattle off from the top of my head are things that I taught every day for years. You know what I mean? So the deeper concepts, I don't remember them quite the top of my head like I do freshman biology. But yeah, if you think back to your high school biology and you're like, man, I never understood fill in the blank here, I could probably tell you. All right, then we have my little nips. Some lacquer 22. This is Leisha's lacquer. This one, that brand renamed, right? This is Wabu's now, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then a Monarch and my first Pinnacle. You could lie to me and I wouldn't know. Okay, good. I love learning. I just hate homework. Yeah, I never gave homework because what's the point? Well, I take it back. My homework was whatever you didn't finish in class. And I gave them plenty of time to finish things in class. You don't remember what you didn't use? How can you call yourself a Marines biologist? Okay, so my father-in-law just got some mosquito fish for his pond, and he was, you know, he knows nothing about fish keeping and stuff like that, which is why I have his goldfish now, because they kept going on vacation every summer and we're like, we don't know what to do with these goldfish. I'm like, why did you ever buy the goldfish? But anyway, so we got some mosquito fish, and you know, he's asking me all these questions and stuff, and I made that joke. I was like, I don't know, I ain't no Marines biologist. And they just look at me and they're like, well, you're the closest we've got. You're interested in the biology of the Marines? That is what I teach now. I teach aquatic science. So, what specifically? Because there's a lot of stuff out there. I teach aquatic science semesters A and B. Semester A is mostly about like the geology and like the physics of how oceans work. So we talk about like currents and things like that. Where semester B we go into the animals, the critters, and conservation, and human impacts and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, ask away, I'll do my best. while I top coat my cheese powder polish. Let me grab my black light and see if we can get a glow on that. Ooh, chair's too big. Hello, pet cam. Pangea? I love Pangea. I think the movement of the continents is so cool. First of all, did you know that the plate tectonic theory is not that old? It was only like fully accepted in the 1970s, thereabouts. I always say thereabouts with dates because I'm horrible at remembering dates, but yeah, it was somewhere like in, oh wait, they meant the biology of marine men. Oh. That went whoop. I see what you mean. Oh, the Marines. The few, the brave, the proud, whatever their little saying is. Yes, they have big biceps. I would like to bite. I legit love just thinking about Pangea and tectonic plates. It's so cool. It's so cool. But yeah, plate tectonic theory, which seems so obvious now, was really, it's actually kind of a younger theory in science. So that's really cool. Also, let me just, the first lesson I ever teach is like the importance of, there it is, glow. Oh my God. She do be glowing. Can I charge you up a little bit? She basically glows the same orange. Oh my God. It's so wee. It's quite ugly. I love it. Because in science, nothing is just a theory, because a theory is something that's been proven true over and over and over again, but has multiple moving parts. A scientific law is something that's set in stone that never changes because it's usually a mathematical expression. So like a scientific law would be like Newton's principles of like thermodynamics and all that kind of stuff. Right? That was Newton. See, I might be already getting things wrong, but like scientific laws are expressed as mathematical equations, and they deal with one specific like calculation. Like force equals mass times acceleration. Boom. That's always true, right? But then how that's applied into things like gravity. Gravity is just a theory. Did you know that? Gravity is just a theory, but it works every time, don't it? So when people are like, evolution's just a theory, it's like, yeah, that's a big deal. It annoys me that I have a theory. Yeah, a game theory. That is a game hypothesis, because it has not yet been proven true, or not proven true enough times in enough independent research studies to become its own theory. Yeah, gravity is just a theory. So that hopefully makes it clear like just how big a deal a scientific theory actually is. It is the foundation for all modern biology, the theory of evolution. Anyway, sorry, that was a little tangent time because I do get frustrated when people don't understand the definitions of that. Casual use of the word theory versus scientific use. But yeah, so the plate tectonic theory, which congratulations to it for becoming a theory, is relatively young. But the continents have moved all over the place, and of course Earth has changed dramatically. So Antarctica used to be up in the tropics, and so like when they do ice core samples and stuff, they do find like remnants of tropical species and bacteria and things like that, or just evidence of tropical climate in Antarctica, which is just wild. Oh, we had a cool thing a couple weeks ago. We actually got to participate in this giant international Zoom call, basically, with some scientists who were down on the Antarctic ice shelf. doing some studies and just like asking them questions, and they were explaining how they did all this stuff. So they did a hot water drill where they gathered up what it was like 20 tons of snow or whatever, melted it to turn it into hot water to drill down through the ice sheet to get to the water underneath. So cool. Unfortunately, only one of the probes made it down, and the other two ended up stuck, and they're just going to be frozen forever in the ice sheet, which is crazy. Like, can you imagine like scientists in the future rediscovering and finding their equipment and being like, oh, we've tried this before. If it's still there. Yeah. Let's see. Your in-laws wanted to argue with you about gravity being a theory. They Googled it and still... Hello? Like, if you don't, you know, concede... Nah, I gotcha. Yeah, if you, like... What, do you not believe in gravity? Also, that's the other thing. Like, there is no belief system in science. Either you accept it as true, or you demand more evidence. Like... Anyway, I'm just saying, if you want to test the theory of gravity for yourself, pick a bridge. You can go test it right now. I promise you it's gonna work. I think there's a more efficient way to do this, but I don't want to risk touching them together. No kissing for the swatch sticks. No kiss. S is verboten. Let's see. I don't know how you can see all the fossils and still deny evolution, right? I don't know. I really don't know. And you know, I do kind of bash on religion a lot. Sorry if you're religious. It's not you, it's me. But I've dealt with too many people who use it as an excuse to stay ignorant instead of considering possibilities. And it just frustrates the hell out of me. But yeah, I don't know. In college, I took obviously I took several evolution classes, but one of them was like just a discussion of evolution class. And there was this Muslim guy who wrote this whole huge book justifying the like no evolution and stuff. He had pictures of dinosaur bones in there, and I can't remember what his explanation was exactly. Just like, I don't know, I can't even remember what his justification was, but he wrote this huge book and self-published and stuff, and it's like, how do you do all this research and still come to the wrong conclusion? It's It's only a theory that the world is round. Tectonic plates, like flat discs. Right? Really, the Earth is like you know, like a soccer ball where it's got all these hexagonal discs and they just like kind of shift every now and then. That's gotta be it. I'm taking off the Orleys, Hollow Tacos, and the Cirques. We'll do those next. So I want to get one more, get a pinnacle on there. Ah! Oh my gosh, stay in order. Sticks, stay in order. Could tell you the apologetics for what some evangelicals think, but some just plug their ears and close their eyes and go la 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 la. Okay, but literally, I had a girl in one of my classes who was instructed by her parents that whenever I talk about evolution, to cover her ears and put her head down. Again, whatever your religion is, that's your choice, right? But to just literally block out information. What? What are we doing? What are we doing? Anyway, this is supposed to be a chill stream, and I don't want to be upsetting too many people. So I won't say any more than that, but you know, I just think that's a questionable way to raise your child. I worship Topcoat now. It's the only true religion. Topcoat is there for us in our times of darkness, soothing us and smoothing our world. At least the Kool-Aid I used to partake in attempted in the mental gymnastics. Yeah. All I'm asking is for you to think about it, right? Like that's all I ask of anyone, is just to think about it. And whatever conclusion you come to, that's the conclusion you come to. It's not my business at the end of the day. My business is to literally just give the information to the kids. What they do with it from there, that's none of my business. So that's the only thing I get frustrated with, is when people literally try to just block nail polish, or block information. One of these island pieces from the before time, and the cap got weird, so I covered it in washi tape because it got like sticky. But this is an old island pea that I got, I don't even remember where I got this, called Juliet. I don't know if the color is still accurate. I'm trying to get back to nail polish, Danielle, but I can't help myself. Wait, we evolved? Spoiler? Yeah, spoiler alert. We could talk about the theory of the relatives. Wait, like theory of relativity? That's physics, and not in my wheelhouse. Good work, Danielle. Get us back on track. I don't know. If I'm making you uncomfortable, I do apologize, but it is something I do enjoy talking about, but... Ooh, the glitter, this one's a really cute one, but the glitter is sticking to the bottom, so let me vibe for a while here. My favorite brand of nail polish is Hollow Taco. My favorite indie brand? That's a harder question. Oh, like your relatives are... I feel you. Yeah. How can such sane people be related to such crazy people? I don't understand it. Let's do some Punnett squares and figure out where'd that crazy go. I don't know what my favorite indie brand is. My gut instinct wants to say Cadillacer. Not that I have that much Cadillacer. I do love Lacquer 22. I have quite a few of them. Glisten and Glow, I'm very loyal to. I don't know. Oh, I love Garden Rat. You ask the questions, but you can't come with it because you don't want to. Just say hello, Taco. That's the answer. I'm not ashamed to say it. I am a Hollow Taco fan. I won't say stan. They can do wrong, and they have. But I still love them. That is still, I think, besides Orly, just because they were cheap and I had Color Pass for a long time. I think probably most of my collection is Hollow Taco. Ooh. Shaking the monitors. Okay, I think that's vibed enough, to be honest. Ting day fingers. All right, first up, Island P is Autumn. This was part of that Harvest collection, so these are the these are the three excuse me, oranges that came in that one collection, and I didn't care. I was like, I need them. Let's see, your theory is the more rational you are. A relative out there, the opposite end, to balance it out. That makes sense. All the energies must be balanced. You can't have a completely perfect family. What fun would that be? No fun at all. Although the lack of stress sounds kind of nice. Speaking of crazy families, did y'all see that Malcolm in the Middle is coming back? I'm kind of excited. I'm a little nervous, but also kind of excited. That was Autumn, right? Okay. I think your favorite indie might actually be Bee's Knees or Lin B design. Neither of which I have very much of, so I need to see some more of those. Next up is Island P's Hayride. I think Island P is your favorite at the moment. It's a good brand. It's a really good brand. Solid formulas, nice collections. I feel like they don't release too often. Like they're not overwhelming. I love the way they do the pre-release like discount. So if you know you want it, you can get it on a discount. That's really nice. Island P is a good brand. Malcolm in the Middle was so good because they weren't perfect, right? They were middle class, but they were on the poorer end of middle class, whereas normally with those kind of sitcoms, they're on the upper ends of middle class. They're stressed and angry and yelling at each other and just so freaking real while also being ridiculous. It really was a breath of fresh air. So I hope they keep that same spirit and energy. But you know, we'll see. I have not seen all of Malcolm in the Middle, but I've seen a lot of it. So I wonder if I should try to finish the original first. All right, up next is this old Island P. See, it's in the older bottle. Juliet. The Linby is one of your favorites for the sales alone. Her polishes might take an extra coat or two, but layering polishes, they're perfect. Nice. I think I only have one Linby, so should maybe look into that one. I haven't bought from a brand like by itself in a long time. I've pretty much just been buying from PPU. So if a brand isn't in PPU, it's kind of a low likelihood that I'll buy from them, but you know, a window shop. Yours might be Sassy Sauce. Ooh, I do like Sassy Sauce. Really like Shimmer Flaky formulas. Lurid is pretty good. Your true answer, yes, it was pretty paint with a good formula. I like it. End of the day, that's all we need, right? Sales make it even better, but I'm loving sheer polish lately, so it doesn't bother me. Yeah. Oh, $6.50 a bottle? Hell yeah. Malcolm in the Middle felt comforting because it's closer to your own child. Exactly. It was they felt like real people. While also none of the scenarios ending up being real at all, but it didn't matter. You picked up your first red polish ever from PPU this month, the Great Lakes Lacquer. Nice. So did Home Movies on Adult Swim. Ooh, that sounds familiar, but I can't think of it. I don't know if I watched that one. Maybe I've seen clips. Never used to like sheer polishes, but I can't get enough recently. There's something about just, especially a sheer polish that's like packed with shimmer. I don't know. It gives fairy core. It gives dainty, you know? Really nice. This is Lacquer 22's Peaches and Cream. This one's pretty high up there on my favorite oranges. She's just so cute and delightful. I very briefly had a pair of rats named Peaches and Cream. One was named Peaches, one was named Cream. They were, my brother-in-law couldn't, they had just had a baby, and he was like, I'm overwhelmed. And I was like, I'll take them. So they were already fairly old when I got them, so we only had them a little while, but they were delightful, and I wouldn't mind having rats again. They're such good little pets. Oh, let me double check. This is, yeah, wallflower. A nice, like terracotta orange is maybe how I'd describe this. So pretty. Was Home Movies, was it animated or real people? I'm trying to think, I'm wondering if I'm thinking of the right one. You love a milky sheer as long as they don't highlight my ridges too much. Yeah. I was too young and shouldn't have been watching that one. Yes. Sheer with bang pow shimmer is literally all I want to wear right now. Yeah. Very cool. Alright, this is Leisha's lacquer, which pretty sure is now Wabu's Cosmetics. Any questions? Based off that one SNL skit. What's his name? Something Pumpkins. Played by Tom Hanks. Which I had never seen before, and then Stephanie introduced it to me when that came up on PPU. Animated, yeah, okay, I am thinking of the right one. Yes, Coach McGurk, however you say that, is the voice of Bob and Bob's Burgers. That is exactly the one I was thinking of. Okay, yes, I'm glad I knew the reference. Again, never saw much of it, just saw a few clips, but I was like, I'm pretty sure that's that one. The clip I did see was so funny. I love, is it John H. Benjamin? Is that the actor's name? Does Bob's Burger, does Archer, does the coach from Home Movies. Oh my god, I love that he doesn't have other voices. Like, it's just his voice every time. Maybe he does slightly different inflections or something, but like... David S. Pumpkin, thank you. That's the one. So Any Questions is based off David S. Pumpkins. Look like it was drawn in Microsoft Paint, yes. Chef's kiss. I love me some ugly animation. As long as it's true to its heart, you know? This is a beautiful pinnacle polish called Two Can Play That Game. Love me a good bird pun. And a shimmery orange. Ooh. She is so vibrant. Love it. Yes, David S. Pumpkins. A weird thing that exists, and I have a nail polish based on it. Speaking of animation, tonight is Anime Club. So, if you are in the Fanaticure Discord, I host Anime Club on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Central. We are continuing Avatar: The Last Airbender. We're in season 3 now, so we will finish early April, which is I'm kind of sad. I don't really want it to end. I love I love that show so much, but also the fact that it is 3 tightly written seasons, like, just it satisfies me. There's nothing worse than a show that you love that goes on for too long. Oh, now the orange is really coming out on Hayride here. It goes on for too long and kind of gets lost in the sauce, and it's like, all right, what are we even doing? My Hero, unfortunately, has a little bit of that problem. My Hero is Horikoshi, the author. He just wanted to do way too much with the characters, and it would have been fine if the timeline was stretched out, but like the entirety of My Hero is supposed to take place during a single school year, and there's just too much stuff going on. There's just way too much stuff going on. So I don't know. He either should have stretched out the timeline or cut some things and moved them to after the timeline, in my opinion. But obviously I still love that show. I do wish there was a little bit more slice of life in it, instead of 2 solid seasons of like fighting and wartime. That's okay. That's what the manga spin-off, what is it called? Not School Days. Team Up Missions. I highly recommend. If you just want some more like one-off stories that just having fun with the characters doing hero work, but it's not like too serious. You know, it's not like a full-blown war as it is in the show. I highly recommend those. I've been having a great time reading them. The School Days ones are good too. Those are books though, not manga. But I think they all have Horikoshi's stamp of approval on them, so they're canon-ish? Question mark. They're one-offs, so they don't actually affect the canon. But they're just fun. Oh my god, these island peas! Look at them! They're so pretty. No regrets buying an entire collection with 3 orange. No regrets at all. We're back to the David S. Pumpkins polish. This is making me want to do a fall manicure. All these oranges. Oh, fall is the best. But you know, I'm looking forward to spring. I love wildflower season in Texas. April is the best time to come to Texas and see all the wildflowers, and they are so gorgeous. Especially if you can make it out to like central Texas. They're just fields and fields of wildflowers. Oh, it's so pretty. Unfortunately, it's also like cedar fever season when all the cedar is releasing its pollen. So everyone sounds like they have a cold and they're sneezing. It's just allergies. We're allergic to our beautiful state. My favorite is probably the blue bonnets, and the Indian paintbrushes, which are basically blue bonnets but make them red. You've seen the wildflowers on the highway on one of your visits. So pretty. That was Lady Bird Johnson. That was her big campaign, was to spread wildflower seeds on all the highway medians. Bless her for that, because oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, it's cold today, but I think by tomorrow I should be able to get my wildflowers planted. I've got plants and seeds to sprinkle around, and hopefully they sprout. I'm not an experienced gardener, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, this is actually the last of the indies. I've got my Pinnacle, Plus Life, a Monarch, Polish for Days, Sassy Sauce, Victorian Varnish, and a Swatch-A. I think that's my one and only Swatch-A. And that's actually it for the indies. You know, the only one that I didn't pick up at that nursery we went to was some Evening Primrose. That's another one of my favorites. I'd like to maybe get some of those. My grandparents lived in California when I was a kid, and my grandmother bought some bluebonnet seeds to grow in her garden in California. And I was like so concerned because I thought because it was the Texas state flower, it was illegal to grow in any other state. I was little. And so I was just like, but I didn't know how to like express that clearly. And so I was just like, I don't think you should do that. Like, blah, 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 blah. And my grandmother was like, why? I was like, I don't want you to go to jail. She was like, what are you talking about? Oops. What about you guys? Do you have a favorite wildflower? I like black-eyed Susans too. They're kind of a like a mini sunflower look. They're very cute. I remember in my botany class though, like, because you identify a lot of plants by their flower, but there are so many species that just make like a small yellow flower or a small white flower that sometimes you can't identify them. And so we would just write like S yellow or SY F, like small yellow flower, on the ones we weren't sure about. All right. You like bachelor's buttons and sunflowers? I don't know what a bachelor button is. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Oh, cute. What a nice shade of blue. Look how pretty. Yeah, those are really nice. Love that blue. There's one median when you used to go in person to work that had sunflowers in August. Oh, so nice. Oh, columbines are really nice. In case someone doesn't know what a columbine looks like. Columbine flowers. So unique looking. Oh my goodness. I love them. And yeah, a field of sunflowers, like, sign me up. So I did get a couple varieties of sunflowers to try and grow. On the fence line on the side of my house. I really hope that they do well. I love sunflowers. I think my favorite flower in general are probably lilies. But I don't want to grow any, or I guess I should say I don't want to grow too many non-native species in my yard. So I did not pick up any lilies. Come on, glitters. Let go. Well, we'll get what we get with the glitters, I guess. Columbines grew in the mountains of Colorado, but it was illegal to pick them since they're a state flower. Yeah, that's how it is in Texas too. It's illegal to pick the bluebirds. But my little childhood brain thought that that meant, like, it's illegal to, like, try and grow them too. Weirdly enough. Also, I didn't realize that if you grow your own bluebonnets or state flowers, you can then pick them because they're in your garden. My little brain couldn't distinguish between, like, wild populations and gardens. So maybe that's why I was so worried about my grandma. It's like, if you pick them, you'll go to jail. You get confused as a kid. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one who got confused about that. Yeah, if you bought the seeds and grew them, you were allowed to pick them. It makes it. They just didn't want people, like, you know, ruining the beauty of the wildflowers. Will I have room for all these island peas? I think so. Okay, no kissing. Europa, no kissing. Alright. Don't tell the neighbors that we're picking your flowers, right? Not for you. Alright, up next we have our next two pinnacle polishes, which are Tomato Soup in the Great Smoky Mountains. And then DLT Baby from Plus Life Lacquer, as well as Mush Mom, or aka the Beans polish. And then I have a... oh, that's the Monarch that we swatched with the reds, so I'll just put it in order. Oh, it's out of order, isn't it? Where should this Monarch go? I'm gonna put it back in the drawer. LMN. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna put it with the other Monarch. That makes sense. amount of times I've had to sing through the alphabet while organizing my polish. Okay, there we go. Then I've got Polished for Days, Sassy Sauce, Victorian Varnish, and Swatch-A. Which, did Swatch-A change their name to? I don't remember. Main State Flower is a pine cone. That's so funny. How was that allowed? Not even a flower. Because pine trees are, they're gymnosperms, which means naked seed. They don't produce flowers. Anything that flowers is called an angiosperm. And you can remember that because Miss Angie loves her flowers. Alrighty, here is Great Smoky Mountains. Well, we are the pine tree state. Okay, I guess they gave Maine a pass. They were like, all right, you've got a whole pine theme going on. I guess your flower can be a pine cone. Oh my god, yeah, going around to all the, like, just stalking outside of a Hobby Lobby as people come out with pine cone decor. Now you're under arrest. This is tomato soup. It looks very yummy. Very accurate tomato soup color. Alright, here's Plus Life Lacquer's DLT, baby. My favorite thing to get from Taco Bell. Remember when they had the Cool Ranch ones too? So good. The nacho cheese is great, but like, man, the Cool Ranch ones. Your backyard gives you pine cones. That's fun for crafting and stuff. We don't have, I'm trying to think. We have one pine tree in the park by my neighborhood, so I do grab a pine cone every now and then. Usually just to feed it to my dubias, but I'd like to do some pine cone crafts one of these days. It'd be nice. Here's Mush Mom, aka the beans. I don't have any trees in my backyard yet. I did buy a tree. I bought a Texas wax myrtle because they like soggy soil, which my backyard just holds on to moisture like crazy. So I hope it does well. So there's no such thing as a tree. So I think it gets categorized as a shrub, but like, same idea. Here is Polished for Days Jack-O-Lantern. You can see I have a type when it comes to orange nail polish. I love flakies and black flakies. So pretty. Pine cones have earwigs. Never again will I collect them from outside. Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta sanitize them before you try to use them in the craft. Which I think just to dip in some like boiling water would be enough, right? I don't actually know. Here's some sassy sauce. This one's called A Pain in the Asteroid, and what attracted me to this one is I thought it would be a good dupe for oh, Linry, you might need to help me out with this one. It was blueberry pie. It was for like a pie day trio. Was that Starly that put that out? I cannot actually remember. But it was like very similar to this. It had the blue flakies in it with almost like a neutral colored shimmer, orangey neutral. Very ugly. I really liked it. Yes, Starly blueberry pie. Yeah, so that's that's why I got this sassy sauce, because I was like, ooh, that looks like a pretty good dupe for that. Here is Victorian Varnishes Amelia Aviator. I love Amelia Earhart. She probably crashed and got eaten by crabs, but we love her anyway. So I was excited about this polish. It's got very subtle little sparkles in it. You have that sassy sauce? It's one of your favorites? Yeah. Starly is, oh, it's a blue shimmer, yeah. Yeah, so not quite a dupe, but same vibes, I think. It's a vibe dupe. All right, this one is hilarious to me. So this is Swatch-A called Rose's Dress. This was from the, I believe it was grunge. Yeah, the grunge theme for PP. So I really don't understand the thinking behind this one, but I was like, that's just too funny. I have to have it. I guess by the end of the movie, her dress is grungy, or I don't know what the logic was, but never actually seen Titanic. I know what happens though. It's been spoiled for me. I just couldn't get over that it was, you know, everyone else was doing like Nirvana themed and stuff like that, and then Rose's dress from the Titanic. What? What are you talking about, Swatch-A? What a weird choice. Yeah, spoiler alert, the ship sinks. Spoiler alert, a lot of them die. Including a relative of mine. Great grandmother or something like that, or great aunt perhaps. I don't really know, but yeah, someone in my bloodline drowned on the Titanic. Neat. Yeah, spoiler alert, there was plenty of room on the wood, but she didn't want to share. Who did she play in the movie? Yeah, no, they never talk about it, but like to make it more authentic, those people really drowned. James Cameron was like, I'm gonna need y'all all to hold your breath until you can't hold it anymore. And then we come up? No. You stay down. His name is James Cameron, explorer of the sea. No budget too steep, no sea too deep. Who is that? It's him, James Cameron. Isn't it, I don't know if it's true or not, but like he made the Titanic just like as an excuse for him to actually go explore the Titanic. That's my favorite kind of like millionaire. I don't know if he's a millionaire or a billionaire, but you know, he's not doing anything super harmful. And he's just using his money to mess around and play in the ocean. Like, go for it, dude. They don't make movies like they used to, right? Now we got all this like technology that keeps people safe, and it's lame. Kind of really though. Like you watch some of those old stuntman videos. Who is he? He's a very famous name. I just can't think of right now. You know, he has like the barn fall on him and he's standing in just the right spot for the window. And it's all freaking practical effects. He was really, that barn was actually coming down on him. Crazy. He's not a fake fan, exactly. Just one of those animal short cartoons with the ants that make a float together but out of their children. Yes, I love that creator. Oh, what's that channel name? Yes. Children first. They're more buoyant. He's eccentric first. I think he's responsible for the billionaires drowning in the submarine though. No, James Cameron, and I could be wrong, so please correct me if you know. I think he was one of the people who advised against it. He was like, hey guys, I spend a lot of time in submarines and I don't think you should do that. But no, that was not, he didn't own that company. Ocean Gate, was it? Yeah. No, James Cameron has successfully gone on some of the deepest submarine voyages, the Challenger Deep and stuff like that. No, he actually like knows what he's doing. Yeah, he was like, I wouldn't. No, he has successfully explored the Titanic and the Mariana Trench and all that kind of stuff. Like, James Cameron is a marine biologist. What do they say? Born to be a marine biologist, forced to be a Hollywood superstar or whatever. Natural Habitats shorts, yes. Oh my god, they're so funny. I think probably my favorite of their shorts is the one with the cuckoo chick. So it's like this little bird family, and they have they have two children, one of which is obviously their child, and the other one is a cuckoo bird invader, you know? And so the little one comes in and he's like, Mom, I had a nightmare, and the cuckoo chick shows up behind him, and it's of course this huge terrifying looking chick, and it's like, Papa, I also had the bad dreams. Look them up. They're so funny. They're really good. The Drowning Billionaires is at fault. They had a shoddy stub and they knew it. Yeah, James Cameron would never endorse a shoddy submarine. Natural Habitat shorts is like educational happy tree friends. Yes, and that's why I like them. I love that they're based on actual animal facts and just playing with that. That's my favorite kind of edutainment. Or the otters in the yes, Laura, you know what I'm talking about. The otters at dinner. So male otters will sometimes hold babies captive and force the moms to share their food with them. Because, yeah, even the cute animals, nothing is sacred in nature. Everything is a little bit awful. So it's this otter family, and they're eating at a restaurant, and he's holding the kid above, like, the lobster tank or whatever, threatening him. And she's like, why didn't you order fries if you wanted fries? Pretty good. Okay. All right, that's it for the indies. Oh, so I'm gonna take a little stretch here, and I will start getting the halo tacos ready. Which there's not that many halo tacos. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 8. Yeah. Only 8. Oh yeah, true facts. Something Z Frank, I think is that channel name. That one's really funny too. He's so good. Mow. Yes. Paper or plastic? Mow. That's a good one too. Not to encourage you to add to your collection, but Monarch Lacquer's Flight of the Monarchs is stunning. What do you mean Holo Taco doesn't have a lot of oranges? Compared to my other Holo Taco drawers, or my other drawers, yeah, 8 is not that many. Wait, Monarch has a polish called Flight of the Monarchs? Because I have the Mooncat Flight of the Monarchs, and it is one of my absolute favorite polishes. It's right here. Yeah, my Mooncats are separate. I haven't done them yet, but I have this Flight of the Monarchs. Are there more Flights of Monarchs that I need to be collecting? Oh, she is precious to me. True facts, the ostrich mating dance lives in your head. That's a good one. This one is very precious to me. Oh, it's in the new PPU store. Okay, heck yeah, let's check it out. Like a flaky bomb? Oh. Wait. I thought I don't know, that name is really familiar, but I might just be stuck on the Mooncat. Where is... Hello? Do they not have a link to the new shop? Hang on. I gotta open the email. Oh my god, what is it? Under updates? Maybe promotions? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Copy link. Paste. There we go. I was on the wrong thing. Vex has an affiliate link too for the Monarch Lacquer. Nice. Okay, yeah, maybe I need to check that out. What am I missing? Is it sold out, perhaps? Oh, in-house. Ooh. When did this release? Because this looks awfully familiar. Maybe I tried to dupe it out. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh no. Yeah, no, I might need this. Okay, yeah. I'll be thinking about this. I'll be thinking about this for sure. That's pretty. Ooh, I love polish. And that's so my type, right? An orange flaky bomb with black flakies mixed in. Oh my god. You tempt me. Why does it say we do not guarantee nail polish effect? I was wondering that too. I wonder if these are like overpours, extras. I don't know. I thought that was a weird thing to say too. It's like, what does that mean? We're starting with the Holo Tacos. Get these guys out of the way. It's been out on their regular site for a long time. Oh, so it's just been like sitting, or are they like, it's just like leftovers? I don't know. I don't know what that could mean. Okay. So first up we have, oh, I know I'm gonna need thinner for Play Rosé. So we've got Sunshine Crush. I'm gonna move Play Rosé to the end actually. I'm definitely gonna need to thin that. I'm over it. Xyler the cat probably also needs to be thinned, so let me move that to the end. Then we've got Box Office Bomb and Disco Inferno. Box Office Bomb, Disco Inferno. And then Xyler Cat Eye, Cheap Champagne. Xyler the Cats, and Play Rosé, which I'm gonna go ahead and thin now. So I know she needs it. I'm at work, and I don't know what you're saying, but I highly recommend that one. Yeah, it is available now on this PPU Market site. So I might be placing an order. Oh no. It's too pretty. Cannot resist. Oh my god, this cap is disgusting. And then let's check Xyler Cat Eye, because I'm sure it also needs a little bit of oh yeah, it also needs some thinning. Not as much as Play Rosé, but she's thirsty. Give her a drink. This cap, or this neck, should also get cleaned. Alright, we'll let those two sit for a minute and we'll vibe with the rest of them. This is so good for my collection. Like, everybody's getting a nice mix, getting refreshed. It's like a little spa day. Ooh. Oh, Play Rosé. She might need to sit a little bit longer. I see enough moving around inside the bottle. I think she'll be okay. We should be able to get one swatch out of her. Alright. Starting with Hello Taco's Sunshine Crush. This one was discontinued, I think. Make sure I have them in the right order. This one's I'm Rover It. Alright, Box Office Bomb. So this is the Retro Jelly collection, and this is what I think they should have continued with. These like holographic jellies, because honestly that's kind of unique. Cirque, Starly, is it Fancy Gloss? Like, there's quite a few brands that make good jellies. like just plain jellies. I think Holotaco should have continued with this hollow jelly formula and just filled out a little bit more of the rainbow. Personally. And I love a good plain jelly. It's just they're already available on the market. So it would have been nice to see some more of these. Here's Disco Inferno. Is what the retro jellies had: an orange, blue, purple, and a pink, I think. So could have added in definitely a green. Could have done that light blue. I think that would have been fine. Or a dark blue. What else? Maybe a red? Oh, Xyler Cat Eye. This one is magnetic. A little magnet wand. Oh, can't really see him. He's there. There you go. Cheap champagne. Xyler the Cat, the original glitter. And Play Rosé, let's hope she comes out of the bottle. The brush is kind of gunked up, but she's soft in the middle, so can still get some polish out. It's beautiful. I think I'll take a short break after the Holotacos, because then all we have are the Cirques and the Orleys. Depending on how long that takes and how much energy I have left, might go ahead and at least start on the yellow drawer. Oh no! Did my stream cut out and I didn't even notice? Shoot. Why is it saying I'm now live? What the heck? Apparently my stream crashed and I didn't even notice. Yeah. Dang. It's a little confusing. Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice my stream crashed. Am I back? Hello? Okay. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. Didn't even see it crash. Yeah, it doesn't look like YouTube got interrupted. That's so strange. Huh. Weird. Okay, Twitch. Get your life together, Twitch. That's so odd. I'm sorry about that. Usually if it's gonna crash, it's gonna crash on both, but I guess it was just Twitch having a hard time. Oh, wonder what caused that. It glitched, but it's been back for a while. Okay. It gave me like no alerts on my side. I'm on your TV and your phone. I feel so special. Thanks, Bedazzle. Music is still okay and everything? As I've reached the point of the stream where I'm in a flow state and unable to yap. So hopefully the music is still going. Check my Twitch again. It says excellent. Are you lying to me? You better not be lying to me. Get your life together, Twitch. You're grooving to the music while you work. Excellent. Oh yeah, that AI-free lo-fi artist did get back to me, and they're like, yeah, you can use our music, just know that it'll be copyrighted, and so you can't monetize it. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to get flagged, so I guess it's a no for me, dog. I don't know. Eventually, I think I'll try to look into finding a guaranteed AI-free service of some sort, but you know, for now I've had this playlist put together for long enough that I'm sure most of these are not AI created, or at least not fully AI created. We do our best, you know? That's all we can do. I was like, that's a red. No, it's orangey. I don't know what colors are. Alright. I'm gonna top coat the Holo Taco, and then I think I'm gonna go take a quick break. Then we'll continue on with the orange drawer. Orange, you glad you have nail polish? Top coat bringing out the shine. Oh, it's so pretty. Smelling like cucumber melon. Sparkles on Xyler Cat Eye, or Xyler the cat, sorry. Oh my goodness. So nice. All right, I'm gonna let that top coat dry. I'm gonna take a short break, about 5-ish minutes or so, and then we will continue on with the orange drawer. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll be right back. I'm back. I brought a protein drink. And there is definitely... I'm getting a little high on the fumes. If you haven't gotten these from Costco, they're really good. The Premier Proteins. This one is cookie dough flavored, which sounds so gross, but actually it was pretty good. Thank you, Our Lady. Like it. I got the cookie dough flavored one and the caramel flavored one. They were delightful. Oops. All right, up next are the Cirques, which I do have a couple, or at least one magnetic. Okay, put that one at the end. Where did... Okay, there. The circling. Alright, so we've got Rumor Mill Aberesque. I don't know how to say that. Rumor Mill. Right? How do you say that? Arabesque? Arabesque? I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Trying to talk and the cough came out instead. Bird of Paradise and Fandango. And then this one at the end, Firecracker. This was charity polish for a Lunar New Year celebration, if I remember right. Then we have 777. That was a Kelly Marissa collab. Persica. Excuse me. Then we have Met Steps Super Freak. And the last one is Pyro. I know that one without even looking at the bottle. I say as I double check because I don't want to be wrong. Can you imagine? Oh, having to restart with all the swatches. Three, two, one, let's vibe. Oh, did we reach the end of the playlist? Go ahead and start it over. Pyro, I think, is one of fan favorites from the Vice collection. It is such a good one. All right. This one's also from Vice, actually. First up is Rumor Mill. Kind of more pastel neon, but a very pretty shade. My favorite way to play with the Cirque Vice collection is always to do like black light nail art. So I'll use them to reverse stamp over kind of a darker background so that they pop under a black light. Here's Aberesque. However you say it. A nice kind of terracotta-y color. I wonder if that Lacquer 22 I have would be a good dupe for this one. Here's Bird of Paradise, which this is definitely what we were talking about earlier, like a nice kind of sheer color with a pop of really bright shimmer. This one fits that definition really nicely. Look how beautiful. It's easier to see it over the black, but very fairy core, very cottage garden. Same with this one, Fandango. Pretty sheer base, but like that just lets the shimmer shine through even better. Okay, here's Firecracker, the magnetic. And then 777. I was tempted to get the entire Kelly Marissa collab collection, but I think I only got 2 or 3. I got this one. I got the one called Ethel. Might have gotten one more, but I don't remember. Because I love me some Kelly Marissa collabs. She makes good collabs. I wonder if she'll ever get a Holo Taco collab. Did Holo Taco hint that they were going to do a collab one this year? I feel like we're either going to get a Sophia Part 2 or maybe another brand collab. I don't know. Overnight Oats X Sophia. Or not Sophia, sorry. X Holo Taco. Perhaps. Some oatmeal themed nail polish. Ooh, some oatmeal textured nail polish? Hell yeah. I don't think they'd do it. But it would be, I would be excited. Here is Met Steps. Remember when like there were random nail polish collabs being dropped by brands? Like I did get the Cane's, Raising Cane's one that looks like their sauce. I think that's so funny. I never got my hand on the Coors Light, the thermal that changed colors like their cans. That would have been really fun. was that brand that was doing, like, they did one with Velveeta and Cheetos, I think. They were scented. That's too funny. You'd love a Sophia 2.0 or a For Reals Jenna Marble one. Oh, that would make my heart so happy. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna happen. But I would love that. I think Julian was kind of the... I'm sure she was involved with that, you know what I mean? But, like, yeah, it wasn't technically with her. That would be so good. I miss Jenna. I hope she's living her best life, and I'm sure she is. Tyler's Trinket has been collabing with many nail people. Yes, they have. Our friend Jeremy at Aculid Nails has a collab coming out, and I'm very excited. Wait, what? I love cane sauce. Oh, where would I have put it? I think I have it packed away right now, because I did pack up a lot of my collectible nail polish stuff, like all the Holo Taco boxes and stuff. So it's in a box, but I definitely need to bring it back out. Nails Inc. Nails Inc. Yeah, Nails Inc. was doing like these trios of like scented polishes that had these very unhinged collabs with Velveeta and stuff. Yeah, no, Cane's, I wonder, I doubt it's still available, but let's see. Raising Cane's nail polish. Is it possibly still for sale? I don't know, but yeah, this is it. They have so much merch. When did fast food restaurants start selling so much merch? A Monopoly game? My god. I did get the scrunchie. It's a good scrunchie. I don't know if they're gonna have the nail polish. No, I didn't see the nail polish. Oh. But yeah, that's where I got it. I'm very excited to see Jeremy's collab too. But yeah, I feel like that was definitely like a trend for a while and it kind of died out, but it would be nice. It would be nice if that was brought back. I would love a Whataburger nail polish. I think a McDonald's nail polish would be fun too. I know Sonic would come up with a great nail polish. Like, all these fast food restaurants need to get on it and make some nail polish. Trying to think, specifically Holo Taco, who else would it be? Yeah, a Sophia 2.0 based on like all of their Asian trips would be fantastic. I would love to see like a you know, Japanese convenience store themed polish from Sophia, or Korean beauty trends, staying up for 24 hours themed polish in where was that? Malaysia? Singapore? I can't remember. But yeah, I think that would be a really fun collection theme if for Sophia 2.0. Taco Bell and Holo Taco, yes, absolutely. I mean, come on. It's in the name. Make it happen. I don't see it happening either, but it would be fantastic. And I do feel like Christine has joked about it, which means that she's not unaware. I don't think it's fully impossible. I mean, when is Ben gonna get his own collection? Where is the hummus polish? Release the hummus polish. Baja Blast Hollow Jelly. Yeah. Now my question is, in the retro jellies formula with the hollow glitters in it, or the plain jellies? I vote retro. Go big or go home. I want some sparkle in my jellies, if they're gonna be Taco Bell themed. that would be a beautiful polish. I don't like Baja Blast, but I would love it on my nails. This I cannot deny. Retro jelly to capture the carbonation. Yes. Yeah. You had a Baja Blast, Cuticle Creeps, Bluebird Lacquer from Hella Handmade Creations. If I remember correctly, it smelled divine. I bet it did. Tropical and citrusy. Delicious. Last of the Cirques here is Pyro. Still need to try one, but you hate Mountain Dew. Yeah, I love Mountain Dew, and I do not like Baja Blast, which makes me think maybe you'll like it. But I don't. Baby, do you want your buggies? It's feeding day for the critters. So my lizard is looking at me like, where are my buggies? Oh, 15 Orleys. It's good. I'm gonna decide if I do want to stop after I'm done with the oranges today, or at least like get started on the yellows, or do I want to like get some stuff done around the house? I do need to do laundry today, so maybe think I'll end stream after I'm done with the oranges and get a little work done. But I will be back at 7. If you're up for watching some anime with me, we're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. We're in the middle of season 3 right now. So, almost done with the series. It's so sad. We need to do some prep work today for sure, because I'm hoping tomorrow morning, maybe Thursday morning, depending on how much we get done, it will be pond moving day. So we've got to move all the goldfish into a separate tub and then drain the pond, remove everything from it, roll it out of the house, power wash it because it's nasty, and then get it into position, refill it, reintroduce the fish. That part shouldn't be too bad. It's the getting it from point A to point B that I'm a little worried about. One more. There we go. I don't, honestly, I don't even think I could fit more swatch sticks on my desk anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna do the one drawer. Okay. Last ring. Okay, so first up we have Acid Drip. There it is. We have Artificial Orange and Light My Campfire. That is a really good one. That is one of my favorites. I already forgot what the first one. Artificial Orange and Light My Campfire. Okay, and then we have two very similar ones. Let's see. This is Tangerine Dream and New Horizons. Right, then we have Earth Fire and Golden Waves. One is Cowabunga. And Embrace Danger and Bird of Paradise. Big stretch. I'm just checking. Making sure the stream's still on and smooth. No, I'm paranoid. It's gonna cut out again. Hopefully not. Alright. Starting with Acid Drip. Artificial Orange, which did not want to mix well. Alright, Light My Campfire. This is definitely one of my favorite oranges. It is so pretty. Didn't get this one in Color Pass. This one I had to buy separate because it's a breathable. But like, oh my god, look at it. That's one coat. Jeez. Next is Tangerine Dream. And New Horizon. This one's Earth Fire. Golden Waves. Here's Cowabunga. lot of these orange creams are very sheer. Embrace Danger, which I guess could have been in the red drawer, but I decided it was orange enough to be in the orange drawer. On camera, it looks quite orange, actually. In person, it's definitely like an orangey red. It's a little hard. It was a little hard to decide what drawer to put it in. And then last on this group is Bird of Paradise. This is the one I actually just used last night for the leprechaun beards. Because it's a little bit more opaque than some of my other orange creams. But yeah, orange creams. It's really hard to get an opaque formula, I guess. Here's a second coat of Acid Trip. It's honestly a really nice one. It's a very pretty glitter. You'd like to see more orange from Holo Taco? Yes. They need to make up for Oh My Gourd, because that is a beautiful color, but like a horrible formula. So I'd like to see them get it right on the orange creams. Here's coat 2 of Artificial Orange, which is not orange in my eye. It's definitely a coral, but I guess coral is just pink and orange having a baby. Light my campfire. Also the yellow creams. Yes. I'm so upset that butterscotch hop was discontinued. That is my all-time favorite yellow cream, and it's definitely it's not quite yellow, right? It's something else in there. I use my Holo Taco yellows fairly often, mostly because I don't really have a lot of other options, but I do use, what is this, Banana Hacks? Pretty much a lot. I would classify Butter Me Up, you know, very, very soft yellow. But yeah, we could use some more options. Here's Tangerine Dream in 2 coats. I think they used to have a yellow cream, but they discontinued it. Yeah, I don't know if any of the... I feel like Banana Hacks has probably been discontinued by this point, but I'm not actually 100% sure. This is Butterscotch Hop, which is definitely on the line between yellow and orange, but luckily I have a backup bottle because I use her all the time in nail art. It is the perfect sunflower color. Like yellow school bus, sunflower. Perfect color for that. New Horizons. I love how a bright yellow nail polish looks on the nails by itself. So like the neons from Cirque, I use the yellow one all the time. I think it's called Hedonist. I definitely need a backup bottle of that. I think they opted to keep, Banana Medicine. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Here's Earthfire. Golden Waves. I can't remember what color pass this one was from, but it is very pretty. Here's Cowabunga. Embrace Danger. This was a cool color pass. It was like kind of like Indiana Jones adventure movie sort of vibes. I really liked it. If I were to do a nail polish company, that's definitely how I would do it. It would be very themed quarterly collections with like some extra stuff in there, you know, like a subscription box sort of thing. But of course I'd also sell the polishes separately because that's really annoying. And then Bird of Paradise. Come here. And also I think could have just as easily gone in the red drawer, but there's more room in the orange drawer. So if you're ever so slightly orange, boom, you're now an orange. I don't think we had to reclassify any of them today though. That's good. Gotta head off. Okay, thanks Wendy. I appreciate you being here. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm in the home stretch. Just 5 more polishes after this. Also heading out. Time for errands. Okay. Drive safe. I'll see you later. I'll be back tomorrow for the yellow drawer. You know what the next anime will be for Anime Club? I am planning on showing Ouran High School Host Club as our next one. I was like, we need to go to the classics. We need to watch those timeless animes that have aged horribly, but we love them anyway. So yeah, Ouran. Let's see, last couple here is Night Fever. Spice Up Your Life. Lion's Ear. Catch You Later and Follow the Map. Yes. Because there's a couple people who come to Anime Club who haven't watched a lot of anime and stuff, so I was like, all right, let's start with the greatest show ever made, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Obviously. It is ironic that we started with a technically not an anime, but like it's anime in spirit, you know? And then I'm like, all right, you've got to get the jokes and the references, so we need to watch Ouran High School. I'm watching Hana Kimi right now, which it's reminding me a lot of Ouran, and I'm having a great time. It's a little cringe. It's a lot of cringe, but I'm having a good time. That's my big anime hot take, is that I don't think they should ever make will we ever start One Piece or Naruto? No. Because Avatar I made an exception for. My hope is to never show a multiple season anime. Avatar was the exception because it's Avatar. Honestly, even Ouran High School with like 26 episodes is a little bit long. What's the name of it again? Ouran High School Host Club. Or the one I'm watching now, Hana Kimi or Hana Kimi? I'm not actually sure which pronunciation is correct. But it's very similar. But yeah, I don't think they should ever make a season 2 of Ouran High School. It will never be the same as the original because we've matured as a society. We just can't make jokes the same way. And it'll lose all its spice, you know? Hana Kimi tries to recapture that, and that's what makes it so cringy. It's like, you know, we're better than this now, but that's okay. It's doing its best. You just started this villainess one. I'm only on episode 2. I'm trying to think. I don't have any villainesses in my in my watch list right now. All right, this is Orly's Lion's Ear, and I absolutely love this color. but it has the same issue that Holotaco's Oh My Gourd has, where it's not a cream. This is very much a crelly, and it's hard to build it up to opacity. So there must be something about this specific color pigment. Oh, you love Hannah Kimmy? It's definitely grown on me. The first couple episodes, I was like, ooh, this would have been funny in 2009. But it's grown on me, and now I'm into it. I like it. Yes, the manga is older than Ouran for sure. So, you know, they're working with what they got, but it's an interesting choice to make in modern day and age, I think. But they're pulling it off. It's a charming show. Part of me wants season 2, but I need the same amount of unhinged. Yeah, I just don't think they're gonna be, I don't think they're gonna be brave enough to go that unhinged, you know? Excuse me. And for those of you, if there's anyone in the audience who's confused about like what's with these shows, it's because they play with gender and sexuality in ways that are, you know, we're all just a lot better about understanding these days. Both Hannah Kimmy and Ouran High School deal with the main character is a girl who dresses as a boy, and the hilarity that ensues from the boys falling in love with her, and like just, you know, all that. All that gender bending fun times. Probably did because the remake of Fruits Basket did so well. Oh man, the remake was so good. Like, I liked the original. I don't know if I ever finished it. But yeah. Oh, how many episodes are Fruits Basket? Fruits Basket. When did the new one come out, actually? 2019. Can I get an episode list? Oh, there's 3 seasons? Yeah, see, that's just a little long. It's just a little long for Anime Club. I really want to keep it to 1 season anime as much as possible. There were so many mangas with that going on, I feel like. Yeah, it was like a time where it was like, what if we play with gender? And like at the time it was like, oh, like what novel concept. Now it's like, yeah, we understand a lot more. If you do, wait, Facebook in Anime Club? Is that what that FB means? Facebook? No, it's all on Discord. I host Anime Club on Tuesdays and movie nights on Fridays. This month's movie night themes are better than the book. So we watched Big Fish last Friday, and I think we're gonna watch Catch Me If You Can this Friday, which I've never seen. Oh, if I do Fruits Basket and Anime Guide. Sorry. Derp. You know, if there's enough demand for it, maybe we will. But definitely not right away. I wanna do at least a couple shorter series in between. So I think I've got it planned out through Kimi and Todoroki. Is that Hannah Kimmy? Like the Japanese title, or is that a different show altogether? Always a feel-good show. I love me a good feel-good show. But yeah, I've got the next couple shows picked out. So we're gonna do Ouran right after Avatar. And then Gurren Lagann. I want to watch that for the summer. And oh shoot, I'm forgetting what the other one was. honestly, I would love to watch You and I Are Polar Opposites with the Anime Club because that show is so good. But I'm sure most people are already watching it. But it's so cute. Different show. Oh, okay. I need to look it up then. Yeah, if we could just watch slice of life romances for every time, then I would be so happy. But I will try to mix it up a little bit. It's on Netflix? Okay. Check that one out. Ooh, you know what else is on Netflix that was so good, but also so sad? Was the summer Hikaru died. Oh, dude. That was a good show. That one we might watch. That'd be fun to watch during Halloween time. Whew, okay. We got through the orange drawer. I just need to top coat these last couple. And we have successfully gotten through 3 Helmer drawers, guys. Ooh, Love Through a Prism. I haven't seen it, but that's on my watch list. I've heard very good things. Yeah, I think what I want to try doing is in between series. Maybe we'll watch an anime movie here or there. So like for the summer, I think we should watch Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. That was such a cute one. That's a really nice summer fun movie. Cowboy Bebop. Oh. I've seen Cowboy Bebop a couple of times now, and yeah, it's good, but it's also not good. But maybe. Neon Genesis Evangelion. I hate that show. My husband and I watched it because, you know, it's the classic, like it's a must watch, yada yada yada. It was terrible. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like the setting. The giant robot fights were okay, I guess, but like... So I really should probably rewatch it with people who know what's going on and can explain it to me, because like, what? Cowboy Bebop is awesome. Yeah, it is. It just, you can't go into it expecting there to be a plot. You know, and what little plot there is objectively stupid. But that's not what it's for. It's for the vibes. And I get that. I respect that. I just, you know, like I said, I've seen it multiple times because every time we finish it, we go, did we miss some episode? It just feels like you missed something every time. Trigun, I'm still working through. We're on the we're definitely on like the last half of the original Trigun. I want to finish that, and then I want to watch the new Trigun Stampede. Definitely. Outlaw Star, I think we watched like a couple episodes of that, and I was like, yeah, this is cute, but I feel like I get it. So I'm good. You just started Love Through a Prison. Let me know how you think of it, because that's been on my watch list for a while. Oh my god, Gundam. I guess we could watch a Gundam. I've never seen any of the Gundam because I was just like, but maybe. Oh, Samurai Champloo. Yes, that's a classic. Eva is hard to watch, in my humble opinion. I like robot designs and the mystery at the beginning of the show, but the characters are very dislikable. And the way they write women and girls sucks. Yeah, no, I did appreciate it. You know, if I take a step back, I'm like, okay, this offered like a really crazy new sci-fi world and like some really interesting mysteries and stuff. I just wasn't invested because I didn't like anybody, you know? I just didn't like anybody. I think the one I liked the most was the fiery one, Asuka. But even, you know, she was obnoxious. Like, Eva gives you depression. Yeah, it wasn't happy. And it's not supposed to be, but like, it was just like, I don't know what's going on anymore. So yeah, maybe we'll watch some of those someday, but for now, I'm just trying to show shows that I had a good time with. But speaking of good time, thanks so much for joining me for another Swatch-A-Thon. We finished the oranges. It was fabulous. What was our number? We swatched 63. Technically, there's 64 total, but one of them we did yesterday. It snuck into the reds. But yeah, we got through another drawer on my Helmers. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you're at work, I hope that no more nonsense happens. No more unnecessary nonsense comes your way at work. And I'll be back tonight on the Fanatic Here Discord for Anime Club. And I will be back here tomorrow at noon my time for the yellows drawer. Which the yellow drawer only has 49 polishes in it. So we might go ahead and start the yellow green drawer as well. But, because that would be good, because there's 83 polishes in that drawer. So yeah, we gotta, probably gonna do a combo of those two. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Be good to yourself and others. Don't talk to the police. I love you. Bye.